I get to speak to it, so I have to. And with this being said, what I'm speaking on today, I fully admit it. I fully confess. I just watched her video, the yoga lady that I very much care very much about. And I'd said that I was going to let her be. I was going to, leave her alone because I could see that she has a male friend, and I don't enjoy the thoughts that jump to conclusions. That could be, I went through that before, it could be whoever, but if it were someone that was close to her in that respect, that I would like to be close to her, then, that's when I back up and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to be bitter, because why would I be bitter about something that happens naturally every day and in a situation that everybody has had to deal with before? Like, everybody, whenever two people hook up together and you see that they're like a really loving couple and they love each other and such, and you know that they are singly attracted to each other, you know that it's just one for him, that's her, and one for her, that's him. They went through something to get there. In some occasions, people meet where they just both have like the cleanest plates and nothing's on their plate and they have nothing else going on and they can just hold hands and nobody's going to be jealous, nobody's going to be upset because it wasn't them. I'd love to see that happen. I've never seen it. I've always seen people get snatched out of bad relationships and then move to a better one, or I've seen people meet each other in hard times, like they just broke up with somebody, so they can't really, and they're smart enough not to just jump in bed, but they become friends and they, grow really close together. But see, all these things are not the easiest thing to do, especially with the world the way it is. That's why I started this series. That's why I started this whole situation. And plus, because my attraction to that woman is overwhelming, and I'm very concerned about anyone who is in a yogic practice, because I'm one of those people who very aware of spirits I am. That being said, I know that yogic spirits are very real. I watch people go through them for years. And so with that being said, I'm not condemning her at all. I'm praying for her and I'm making clear where I am with things and why I even popped up on this feed to appear as though no one's looking, and there's quite a few that will watch. Yes, the other day I was talking to someone I hadn't seen in a while, and they immediately told me that they'd been following the whole situation. And I'm like, whoa, this random person knows. And I didn't even know. I was like, nobody paying attention to me. They won't connect it to her. Some people know exactly who she is, and I pray that they don't think any bad things about her. She's an amazing person. As for watching me walk around this town, and I have been, some people have a eye to the side, kind of a glance to see what he's doing. They can tell that I've been working out. I've been training, like I've said I've been doing. I've been staying away from the strip club, even though one of my closest Hooters girlfriends works there and we hug up and I miss her. I'm being honest. I'm being transparent. I do these things because I love a lot. I get all lonely, and the way that things have been in my life, it's just been one day at a time, a lot of the time. I'm not a rich person. I'm very wealthy spiritually. In my pocket, I have a couple dollars, but I have a broke down bike. I have a bad behind bike. It needs a couple $1,000s poured into it before it can be as bad as it want to be, though, in a good way. But yeah, it's broke down outside. I just had left another job, and I will explain that right here as well, because I was ready to work at that place and do all kind of goodness. And I could just, whenever the owner is under so much stress, and then I notice how people react or respond to my presence, when I can connect that to their stress. And I hadn't done it. Any owner of a restaurant has the right to be nervous about what they're putting out to their customers and how their customers are going to feel about Chewbacca back there cooking their food. So I am not feel bad. I do not feel negatively towards the place that I just worked. And I might, if I go back in there and they need me, then I'll work again. But I knew that what I was going through, I had just been shot at the day before, so I was not going to put my anger at being treated like a new person, don't know what they're doing, and pushed out the way and scared a little bit with that knife she dropped on the ground like that. I just walked away. I was like, nope, she does not need to meet, she don't need to meet Yoda like that. No, I'm a nice guy I am. So yeah, here we go. This is why I like doing this though. It's something to watch later. I know that much. All right. So anyway, where was I? I was at that old place. Why am I flat broke? And I got like a whole bunch of music I could be making a good little decent living with. But that's a whole other story. I ain't about to get into it. What I'm about to get into is where I was. I was at that place that I work cooking, and the some of that food's good. Some of that food will give me a heart attack just looking at it, but some of it, I mean, I was like, if that's what you want, I mean, I gotta eat, and I gotta pay my rent to eat. So it is what it is. So what has this got to do with my gosh darn girlfriend? Well, is Beth ain't my girlfriend. That young beautiful woman is not my girlfriend. She's a very very beautiful woman that I like a lot. That I'm just happy whenever she likes on me a little bit back. But I don't. My thing about this right here is, I'm going to feel comfortable about taking a long time because there's a such thing as technology. What I can do is edit out the parts that don't make no sense to nobody but that tree outside my window and just let the tree outside my window have them. But as for now, I'm going to continue speaking. What the heck was I talking about? All right, yeah. Girlfriend. Why? What does it mean? Lisbeth. Okay, now we're back at yoga. Back at yoga, and now we're back at that page where I'm like, okay, yeah, I care about her, and this is my yoga. This is my yoga. I'm here working up my feelings and trying to figure out what the heck to do with myself, and like trying not to hurt people in a world where everybody's hurt anyway, and we all toxic sometimes, and we need to clean our toxicity and all that, all those spiritual things. They mean nothing unless you actually manifest something that moves forward and does something right for somebody. So my whole thing has been, all right, well, I haven't been to Hooters in a while because I actually really love my girlfriends that I hold hands with, and I have been celibate for a good long time now. And so what I like to do is not make all these women mad and just step away for a while, and because each and every one of them young dummies could call me if they wanted to. And there's something in the ego of mankind that just don't let people just up and call me like they used to do. Now, Batman, what the heck did you do? Anyway, so it's just like that. And so now where I'm at is just like, okay, well, listen, honey, I know that you don't just look at me like that because I'm a 70-foot tall 2-ton tortoise. So, with that being said, it's what it is. One thing I like for people to know, women to know, I don't deal with men in a way and that's one thing that I'm just, look at my finger. I ain't gonna go pointing fingers. People go through what they go through. People have been very hurt, and it's a sore subject. It's a very intense subject, and I just leave people alone about it for the most part. But I'm a straight dude, so I don't be liking whenever I got to care about a gay dude's feelings. Like, okay, I need to act like I like him a little bit so he don't look like he about to go commit suicide. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I'm like, that frustrates me. I'm a straight dude, and I'm just gonna I'll be a computer to those things. I'll be a freaking robot to those things. And then when I get back over there with that one girl that I'll be looking at now, then I'm a human again. But I don't mean this wrong. I'm just knowing that the world is so all kind of wrong that I'm trying to find a song that don't make my whole darn brain blow up and everybody just sit there and be like, what happened? It happened anyway, so I'm gonna keep talking. So yeah, so a couple days ago, yesterday, I walked in this place, and I'm not gonna say the name of the place. It's not Hooters. I haven't been to Hooters in a while. I haven't been to the strip club in a while. And why do I do it? I'm fasting. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm fasting. I'm sitting there. Okay, so I know that I'm not the God's gift to women, but I get to hold hands, and I don't want to hold the wrong hand. And I don't want to get to hold somebody's hands that I love to hold, and then they get mad because I'm over across the road holding hands with somebody else. And so it's just really what everybody be going through, and I be knowing that we just supposed to be very careful with each other. So I was just as honest as I know how to be. So where I'm at with it now is, if one of them girls that might like me back were to call me back. Now, when I call somebody, they call me back. But if they were to call me, I'm not going to diss somebody. If a girl that thinks that I like her says just even one little word on my little Facebook messenger or my text and says, hi, you okay? Or something like that, then I will know, okay, she don't quite know how to go any further, but she made me know that she was there. then I'd pay special attention to that person. With that being said, I am trying to stay very much on my way home to heaven, and so we can have a little bit of heaven on earth, but we treat each other correct about it. We treat each other right about it. I don't expect to be able to go outside and look at a woman without wanting her to be okay, and just really being able to feel what a woman feels like, and as opposite to what a man looks like and things. I have no idea why some people go through what they go through. They're going through what they go through. That's for them to go through. For me to go through is every time I see a beautiful woman and she sees me, if she feels me, then it goes into a spiritual level where now a whole bunch of people on the planet can feel energy. And so then the energy gets intense because it's an intense, intelligent energy. Then it's like it becomes telepathic. And then I just go running down the street, Batman hauling booty back to the house and just get away from everything and just hush. Just hush, just hush, just hush.